Hi everyone, I hope you are all doing well. I've been making some changes to my project, including some stylistic changes and some functional changes. Style changes. I've made some changes to the sign in and sign up screens. Now users can complete the form and move to the next step by pressing the enter button. If a user makes a mistake, a message will appear to verify that the information they entered is correct. I've also changed the way the title and icon appear on these screens. I think it looks better this way. Functional changes. In the Add Sound section, I've added two new inputs, beat per minute and beat per measure. These values will be present when the user selects a saved sound or when a sound appears randomly, only in the beat per minute section. These inputs are optional, but they can be updated by the user at any time. I've also removed the BPM slider. I've removed it because for some reason, when I changed the speed of the slider, the click sound didn't work as expected. It only worked with a specific BPM value. This meant that if I want to practice a song with a high BPM, it wouldn't work. I searched for a dependency that could help me with this situation, and I found one called React Metronome Hook. I was a little worried because the last time it was published was 4 years ago, but after checking it out and comparing it to other options, it seems like the best solution. Based on how React Metronome Hooks works, I need to change the slider with 2 text fields. It could work with just one, but I want to add the beat per measure option too. If a user doesn't add a BPM value when they add a song, a default value will be shown in the text fields. The user can then change the value to make the BPM go faster or slower as they want to practice. This feature can be used in different cases, such as selecting a specific song, playing all songs with a specific BPM, or playing songs from a custom list, temporary or saved. Below the text fields are 2 buttons. One plays or stops the click sound, and the other changes the click sound if the user is using the measure option. By default, you will hear click 1 for beat per minute and click 2 for beat per measure. The second button will change that to click 2 for beat per minute and click 1 for beat per measure. I've made some style changes to some screens, but I prefer you to check out the difference by comparing the repository or checking out the project running on the web. Next steps. The next update I have in mind is to refactor the code. The main goal of this project was to see if I could make my vision a reality. Now that I'm happy with the content and functionality, I realized that I need to reorganize the code. What I mean by this is that some components are sharing functionality and doing the same thing. I could do 2 things to fix this. I could build a custom hook and call it in those components, or I could create a file with some functions and call them when they are needed. I need to check this out more to see what the next steps are. I also need to respect one of React.js main values, which is to make components readable. This means that I need to make the components smaller. To do this, I need to create more components without breaking the code. I'll keep you updated on the project's progress. Feel free to check out the repository on GitHub, or if you want to see how the project is going so far, I'll put the link in the description section. Thanks for taking the time to read my journal. See you around.